We are finally in our new house. So here we are. We are definitely nowhere near being properly unpacked and organized. Today is November 1st, actually. Yesterday was just Halloween. Actually, here in Wisconsin, we just actually got a little snow. So I'm going to have to let you guys see what that looks like because we definitely weren't expecting that. But we got a snowy Halloween. I think I saw someone posted something that said, I guess, Mother Nature decided to dress up as Christmas for Halloween. I thought that was kind of funny, but if you see it, which I'll insert a clip, you'll be like, yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, house is not together, but we're definitely blessed that we are here. Again, it's been a journey with being 6 months pregnant and trying to make this move. But again, it's a blessing. And I wanted to wait until my husband came, but like literally he is like so busy with working in his new position. So he is an assistant principal for a school district in this area. But when other principals are out or whatever, you get pulled sometimes and they put you at a school and you're kind of like the acting principal in charge. So that's what he's doing. Very stressful at the school that he's at. Well, most schools in this area, unfortunately, kind of have struggles, and it's not from the fault of teachers and staff necessarily, but budget issues and just all types of stuff like that. So he's been crazy busy with that, trying to move, trying to help get situated. Again, I can't really unpack too much with being pregnant, 6 months pregnant. I made 24 weeks yesterday, which was the 31st on Thursday. So trying to unpack, it's like I basically have to wait for him to come to like lift the box, and then I'll kind of try to unpack as much as I can, but just trying to, move boxes around and stuff. I've been kind of staying away from that. You have Ari in the background. Here she comes. So I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so it's just been crazy. I'll show you guys a quick glimpse of like all the crap that I'm looking at and how crazy it is over here right now. What are you talking about? You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? She's in her pajamas too. Don't judge her. We're on the struggle bus. Are you coming to say hi? You see her hair. We just had oatmeal. Say hi. Hair sticking up. Oh, Lord. But yeah, here we are, just trying to get through. Yes. Yes. You have your baby? Yeah. We've been trying to train her with the baby so that she can get used to a little baby being around, trying to, prepare her for her little brother coming. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys an update, let you guys know that we are finally in the house, still trying to get settled. So again, updates just have not been as frequent as I would like, but 24 weeks again, and I went recently for a fetal echocardiogram. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with that procedure. In our case with Aria, I don't recall having one. I was looking back at my YouTube channels or videos, and I don't recall documenting that we went for that. However, this time around, I am seeing an OB, whereas when I was pregnant with Aria, I was seeing my family practice doctor who also had certification in OB. She no longer is doing OB, so I was kind of forced to get a OBGYN. So I don't know if the difference came into place because obviously OBGYN, that's their specialty. They kind of may be a bit more forward in regards to changes and things that are happening in that realm. So basically after the anatomy scan, she's like, well, you're going to have to go back for echocardiogram because with babies that are conceived via IVF or infertility treatments, there's a higher risk of congenital heart defects. So the purpose of the echocardiogram obviously is to make sure that there's no issues with the baby's heart and so on and so forth. So we actually went for that the Monday after we moved in. So we've been here for it'll be a week on Saturday actually, and today's Friday. So this past Monday, we actually went for the echocardiogram. And I got there late. It was just too much with us trying to like get out of a house that's not unpacked and so on and so forth. But in any case, when I got there, the tech was like, yeah, I'll try to get as many pictures as I can, but this is typically an hour appointment. I'm not really sure that I'm going to be able to get everything in, but we'll see. So I probably got there at like 8:15. They probably called me back like 8:20. I was supposed to be there at 8. She started taking pictures, oh, baby's so cute, blah, 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 blah. Me being in the medical field, it was a few times where she kind of recorded the heart rate, and I was like, that sounds a little weird. I don't know if it's because baby's moving, because she kept making comments in that regard, too. She kept saying, oh, he's a little feisty little guy, or, oh, he's balled up, or, oh, he's, kind of like blocking, so I can't get really, really good pictures of his heart, so on and so forth. So I'm thinking that maybe some of the sounds that I was hearing was maybe just artifact or whatever. Long story short, after the tech was done, she's like, okay, I'm going to go share this information with the doctor. They'll come back, talk to you. That's what they typically do, even when we went for the anatomy scan. So the doctor comes back. She introduces herself. She's like, yeah, everything looks great. Structural wise, everything is where it should be. However, we're going to have you come back just because of the fact that, we couldn't get all the pictures that we wanted to because of the shortened amount of time, and the fact that baby was kind of curled up, didn't really want to fully cooperate. And then also there was something called premature ventricle contraction, so PVCs. And that's basically when a chamber of the heart kind of contracts prematurely or earlier than it's supposed to, and it's not in sync with the rest of the heartbeat. So that's kind of what I was hearing or seeing, when I thought like, something seems a little off. However, she went forward and said that that can be a normal finding at this gestational age. However, again, with us being an IVF pregnancy, they want me to come back in 2 weeks to double check to see if it's going away. If it's not going away, they'll have me come back again. And if by 32 weeks it's not completely gone, I would have to continue to go back weekly until I actually deliver the baby. She said, in the majority of the cases, it does clear up on its own. And I was just kind of like reading up on stuff too. And it was saying like, if everything is normal structurally, typically those things kind of clear up on their own and go away and aren't really an issue. But in any case, we're just leaving it in God's hands. I think we've decided on a name for the baby, and the name that we went with means strength. And I was really, really strong-willed, with hubby in regards to choosing that name. I was open to him, being a junior, just because this is my husband's first biological son. But his family is not really big on juniors, so he's like, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really care about that. That's not really a big deal to me. So when I noticed that he wasn't going to go that route, I was like, okay, well, let's get some meaning to this. Aria, her first name, kind of meaningful, but definitely her middle name meant a lot to us. So I just wanted to make sure that this baby had a meaningful name as well. So again, his name means strength. And, with getting that news, of course, I'm used to with my son's pregnancy and with Aria, everything was going fine. Everything's normal. So when I got that news, I was kind of like, oh my God, like what's going on? Like just, how the flesh is just quick to just worry and so on and so forth. But I had to remind myself that God is in control, that I gave this baby the name Strength for a reason. There's nothing too big for him or God. So we're just believing that when we go back in 2 weeks, everything will be normal, that they won't find any abnormalities, and that this will continue to be a healthy pregnancy. So I just wanted to come and just kind of give you guys an update on that. It was kind of nerve-wracking, just simply because I'm like, we didn't even have this done with Aria. So for all we know, she could have had the same abnormalities at this point, and she came here, she's perfectly fine. So now I have to keep going back, which, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that I'm able to be monitored and that they're trying to err on the side of caution. But just being in the medical field, sometimes how people operate, and unfortunately you think of cost, and every time you go back, this is how much this costs, And if you know that this is a normal finding, or can sometimes be a normal finding at this gestational age, why not wait 2 weeks later to do it? So then it's like, okay, if it comes up 2 weeks later, then it's like, okay, it should be past that gestational age, so it shouldn't be showing up. But it is what it is. Like I said, at the end of the day, just want to make sure that baby is, you know, growing well, and doing good inside, and there's no amount of money that could ever deter us from, you know, trying to achieve that. So again, we're grateful. Yes, she's over here playing with her stickers, and that's why her hair is in the way, and we're going to work on this as soon as this video is over, so pray for us. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with us. I'm really going to try to get a video with my son and husband, because they both have just neglected me in this channel and just said that it's my channel. But again, you know, I just sometimes like to get their perspective and to have that documented as well, so that when we go back and watch these with Aria and the new baby boy coming, that they will be able to see that we really pray for them, prepare for them. And even when they get on our nerves sometimes, that we really wanted them here. So that's that. So needless to say, I haven't watched as many videos and such because of the fact that we've been trying to get settled in a new home. But I do go on Instagram a bit more frequently. So I've seen some of the updates there. So again, I just continue to pray that things continue to go well for you all. Again, this community means so much to us. It's such an encouragement. And that's our whole purpose for having our channel, is just to make sure that we're encouraging other people. So again, any questions, concerns, any similar experiences with the echocardiogram, feel free to reach out and share, or to ask any questions if you have one coming up. Yeah, other than that, like I said, we kind of try to update a bit more frequently on the Instagram channel, so you can, or on our IG page, so you can follow us there. Otherwise, we will be back, and we're praying for all of you, and pray that you will continue to pray for us. Bye. I forgot to show a baby bump, so I'm gonna insert that here, because I was doing that with Aria the whole pregnancy, and then this pregnancy again, I've just been like MIA. So let me actually show you all what I'm looking like at 24 weeks. So don't mind my hands here. See, make sure we can, so this is the side view, and I do have a little hernia here, so you see a little bulge here. That's my hernia, not necessarily the baby. Yeah, here we are from the front. Excuse my oatmeal. I was making Aria oatmeal this morning and ate some.
Mama.
Yeah, mama showing brother on the camera. Uh-oh, what's going on? She always has to be in the mix. So here we are, hernia and all. I told you guys I was going to show you guys our situation here. This happened on Halloween. It was a lot more, actually. The whole patio was covered in snow, and now it's gone. But this is us here in Wisconsin. This is the weather that we're dealing with. Okay, Aria. Just skipping right over fall and going to winter, apparently. And then I also told you guys I would give you guys a quick peek of how messy our house is. Aria has her doll back there on the floor. So we have boxes and stuff like literally everywhere. So we're trying to work on some stuff, y'all. And this is only like the main like living area, but just pray for us. What, Aria?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're not gonna go outside. We're over here looking a hot mess. So let me just get off this camera so we can get our lives together, because I'm sure my husband's gonna be very mad that we both got on the camera looking such a hot mess.